Hello everyone, my name is Lyndal Reed and I'm the Head of Strategy and Development for Guardian Live. This is a year-round program of public events presented by Guardian News and Media. We bring audiences closer to the big stories, award-winning journalists and the world's leading thinkers through interactive, live-streamed events. We operate entirely online at the moment, but this hasn't always been the case. And today I'll share with you our story of how cultivating audience engagement online saved Guardian Live from a sudden, untimely demise. In particular, I'll share with you the importance of talking, tools, and time. That is, talking to your audience, finding the right digital tools to do this, and making time to continually develop and improve your event experience. So I joined The Guardian in 2014, and with an arts management background in theatre, opera and festivals, I was part of the original startup team responsible for devising and launching Guardian Live. In its first couple of years, our department expanded significantly, delivering sellout talks, debates, award ceremonies and festivals that featured our Guardian journalists alongside guest speakers such as Greta Thunberg, Patti Smith, Malala, Trevor Noah, and even the Dalai Lama. We presented events in London's largest venues, at festivals around the UK, and on occasion in Europe, the United States, and Australia as well. We were a very busy, vibrant, creative team, bumping in and out of venues several times a week. But then on March 12th last year, all of that changed, abruptly and immediately. We were called to a staff meeting. This virus was spreading, and although the UK government hadn't yet made any official announcements, The Guardian was making a preemptive decision to immediately cancel all of our live events. All staff were directed to take what they needed from IT to work from home and just go. In between panic buying toilet paper and hand sanitizer, the next 12 hours were spent contacting ticket holders and processing more than 2,000 refunds. We were now staring at a huge revenue hole and inevitable job losses. Not to mention the sudden end of events and society as we knew them. But without a moment to catch our breath, we had to start asking ourselves, what next? How could we continue to serve and connect with our audience as London and the rest of the world were heading into lockdown? Would it be possible to move our events program online? So a new scramble began. Some very fast research and technical scoping confirmed that yes, it would be possible, but would our audience want to watch an event online? What does that even look like? Would they pay for it? And most importantly, would they enjoy it? We had no idea. So we decided to ask them. We began talking to our audience. Where simple promotion and ticket sales had been our priority previously, we were now emailing our subscriber base to invite conversations and hear their ideas. This message was framed as an invitation for them to participate and collaborate in the development of a new online program. And in the space of just 23 days, we built and launched a trial online program of 3 events. We promoted this to only a small segment of our list initially because we had some limited capacity on the trial Zoom license that we were using at the time. But we made tickets available to book on a pay what you can basis. So this was with the intention that should audiences wish, they could demonstrate to us how much they would be willing to pay for this kind of event. They could also book tickets for free. However, the most important thing was at the end of each trial event, we asked all the audience members to fill out a survey. The high volume of responses that we had to these surveys revealed to us how highly engaged our audience actually were. They were genuinely eager to share ideas and preferences on everything from event topics, formats, duration, time of day, the price points they might pay, plus the interactivity and accessibility features they wanted to see within the live streaming platform. Engaging our audience directly through this development and trial phase provided an opportunity to capture valuable data and insights before we took a bigger leap to go global and promote our online events internationally. We also soon realized that moving our events online afforded us far more opportunities to engage and connect with our audience along the full customer journey, from awareness to purchase to in-event engagement and post-event follow-up. This brings me to my second point, tools. Making better use of some widely available digital tools has become integral to increasing interaction and engagement. And I should say that these are not fancy and you don't need to be a super whiz to use them. Most of them are available free online, but the most important thing is identifying what works for you and for your audience. So we've landed on a combination of social media, email, live streaming platform itself, and the features that sit within it, and post-event surveys. The tools that we make use of for these include Twitter and Instagram, Gmail. We use the Eventbrite service and reminder emails quite strategically, and this is in order to add value to the event experience for our audience. So we take these communication opportunities to include additional reading links or video links that might be relevant to the event topic. And perhaps what has proven to be the most valuable is a simple post-event audience survey. For these, we just use SurveyMonkey, and they pop up immediately on conclusion of an event and have quite a high response rate. So it's fair to say that where interactions at venue-based events are more ephemeral, fleeting, and soon forgotten, the digital interactions allow us to capture, consider, and better understand our audience's needs and wants. And so far, we have received literally tens of thousands of thoughts, comments, survey responses, tweets, and direct messages. And this brings me to my third point, making time for continual improvements. So now that we've established multiple ways of talking to our audience before, during, and after events, and we found the suitable tools to facilitate this engagement, we are discovering just how valuable the data we capture each week is improving the online event experience for our audience. The engagement that we are seeing across each stage of the customer journey is providing an incredibly high volume of data each week. But in order to make the very best use of this, we need to make time to digest, reflect, and learn from it. For us, this has meant bedding in a 30-minute team meeting each week that's dedicated to working out what and how we can improve based on audience feedback and insights. This means that our event experience continues to evolve and improve week on week, month on month. So, is anyone buying tickets? Do they enjoy our events? Well, with more than 112,000 online tickets sold so far, we are pretty confident that the answer to this is yes. In fact, this is a 400% increase on the audience numbers that we would usually see within a year for actual real-world live events. We officially launched our program globally in May last year, and since then we've presented more than 100 online events and continue to attract those high-profile speakers, some of who have included Margaret Atwood, Ai Weiwei, Naomi Klein, Aaron Sorkin, and Ilhan Omar. And the largest audience for a single event we've had so far was nearly 15,000 live attendees. We've had audience members join us from more than 120 different countries. And our biggest superfan has attended 42 individual events. So I think they think that we're doing something right, at least. I'll speak a bit more now about the behavioural insights and things that we've observed for people attending our live streamed events. Far more people submit questions to the panel live online than would put up their hands in a large auditorium. It's also worth noting that the dropout rate is incredibly low for our online events. Even though we often provide a video replay link for ticket buyers to catch up on the event after the live stream date, the vast majority of our audience do join live so they can make use and participate in the conversation. They can interact with speakers and other audience members via Q&A, chat, and reaction features that sit within the platform. I really believe that these high live attendance numbers highlight the importance of connecting with others in the here and now. And our audiences have expressed that sense of togetherness by letting us know that they've joined an event from London with their sister who is in Prague, or that they're thrilled to have Margaret Atwood in their living room. The past 12 months have been a bumpy and steep learning curve for our team, as we've been catapulted from live venue-based events to entirely online. But we've discovered that increasing audience engagement can be a relatively low-cost way of building loyalty and, most importantly, a sense of community. You don't actually need to be part of a large organization or have a huge financial budget in order to connect and engage with your audience. As I've mentioned, much of what we do relies on talking to your audience, utilizing those freely available digital tools, and making time to continually test and try new things. So don't delay, talk to your audience, research, test and try as many tools as you can until you find what works best for you. Be open to ideas and comments your audience have to offer, building time for reflection and analysis of that feedback into your standalone processes. We are a work in progress and still have more to learn and explore when it comes to extending audience engagement. Nonetheless, it feels like we're beginning to fill that void where applause and laughter once were with these digital interactions that our audience are describing as intimate, refreshing, essential, and inspiring. The disruption of the pandemic created a tipping point for many event producers. It's accelerated us towards a new level of digital literacy that's allowed us to continue not only to serve, but grow our audience during a time of physical isolation and uncertainty. We don't yet know what the future looks like for The Guardian Live, but we don't envisage going back to exactly what was pre-pandemic. We're excited to be at the forefront of this evolving hybrid live digital space and to continue to experiment and grow. One thing that we're sure of is that engagement that builds community, conversation, and connection will remain our top priority. And I trust that as long as we keep listening to our audience, together we will create our own new normal. That's all from me. And if you'd like to know more about our Guardian Live program, including the just launched digital festival celebrating the Guardian's 200th birthday, please jump online and follow us at Guardian Live. Thank you.